So we had the massive debacle from Walmart with the Super Nintendo Classic, right? People were really mad, really frustrated. They thought they had their pre-order locked in and they were getting one, and then Walmart kind of pulls the rug out from under everyone. But they did kind of say at one point that, well, Nintendo made us cancel all these. At least they alluded to it with some of their customer service agents that, may have had their own opinions about it, letting the customers know. But the big thing now is everyone's been waiting for pre-orders to come up. When can we pre-order this thing? We saw what happened with the NES Classic. Don't want to go through it with the Super Nintendo Classic. We want to pre-order this. Well, Nintendo finally gave us an idea of when we can pre-order these things. So over on Facebook, Nintendo posted a picture of a Super Nintendo Classic and then gave us a quick rundown of a time frame for when we can expect stores around us, which I'm expecting things like Target, Walmart, and GameStop to give us the ability to pre-order. Hopefully, they don't go as fast as I think they will, but Nintendo did say this on Facebook. We appreciate the incredible anticipation that exists for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES Classic Edition system, and can confirm that it will be made available for pre-order by various retailers late this month. A significant amount of additional systems will be shipped to stores for launch day and throughout the balance of the calendar year. So this sounds like good news, right? It sounds like there are going to be a lot of Super Nintendo Classics out there to buy, at least from what they are telling us. I know there's a lot of people out there who are saying, well, I'll believe it when I see it, because all we have to go off right now is the NES Classic, which I think we all know what happened there. There weren't that many out there. Nintendo somehow did not expect a massive push for these things. I guess they were putting it out there as a hyping, an item to hype up the Nintendo brand for the Switch that was coming up. It worked, obviously, because everybody wanted a Nintendo Classic to the point where people were paying out $200 to $300 for what is retails as a $60 item. And now people are looking at this, and that's why the pre-orders are being so sought after right now. Everyone wants to pre-order one because they know what could potentially happen, which are scalpers buying them up and reselling them if there's not a lot of stock. But there are a few things to take away from this post. One, they say there will be a significant amount of units sent for launch day, which tells me that we shouldn't have that thing where you walk in and there's only 5 pre-orders you can do. I'm hoping there's more like 20 to 30, maybe even 40 per store, because that would be a little more fair. Let's say they put out millions of these things throughout just the US on launch day. That would at least help to cut down on the scalping. Not eliminate it completely, because trust me, people will still scalp these. But the good news is they also say they're going to continue throughout the calendar year, which tells me up till after Christmas. So this could end up being, as they've said before, a limited edition item. So you definitely want to make sure you get your pre-order in. As far as we know, end of this month. This could be the last week, for example. Like, say it's like somewhere like the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, something like that. I would occasionally check with your Walmart, Target, or even GameStop to see if they have any date at all. I would just expect to be ready by the last week of this month to go in and put your $80 down for the system, because it's going to be popular. I do think Nintendo is taking this a little differently though, because keep in mind, not only do they know what the NES Classic was like, where they were selling it for $60 and it was going like crazy, they probably also saw scalpers getting hundreds of dollars for this thing and realized they undersold it. And the Super Nintendo Classic, they have technically taken a game that has never come out and they are designing and programming and putting it out to the public. Because remember, it wasn't really finished. They did end up finishing eventually, but there were probably other things they have to do to get it working. This is a game that's never been out. I feel like they want to make sure this system is well stocked, because this is this is a big deal for them, I think. But hopefully there's enough for everyone and we don't end up having to pay out hundreds of dollars for a unit that is $80. I'm really hoping that's the case. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.